Hello, welcome. I already see Nina here, right? Wait, why does it not pull up? That's weird. That's weird. Um, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Nina, for being here. I was like not sure how this would work because this is kind of out of the ordinary schedule. Also, I wanted to um be a little like go back a little bit to being a little bit more strict about the chat time, maybe. So I'm going to put on a timer just so we don't like go overboard. Hopefully, we'll see how it works. Um, I don't know if it's going to make any sounds. But yeah, it's weird that I can't pull up your comment. I don't know what that is about. Yeah, how are you? I know we've like been in that sprint channel like a couple of hours ago. Um, Hi there again. I don't understand. What is happening? Mm, like I did everything that I'm supposed to do. Does that make any difference? I don't know what's happening. For some reason, and I swear it's not my fault. It's not because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing everything as I always do it. But for some reason, it doesn't show up. Or am I doing something wrong? This is the challenge. Um, anyway, how are you guys and what are you going to work on? Just see. Maybe I will do that during the sprint. Okay, let's see. Nina says I will probably be doing some homework or housework rather. Gotta unload the dishwasher and feed the animals, but I hope at some point I will write. Yay. Yes. Technology is doing what technology loves doing, which is not work. Um, yeah, it is possible because because I added this little box right there with the timer. So maybe I changed inadvertently something. I don't know. Also, stop presses. Hi, Miley. Hi. Welcome. Um, Reminder to turn on the live chat. Um, yeah. So Nina's going to do housework and maybe later writing. Baby is sleeping. Congratulations. That's fantastic. I'm thinking that I'm going to do a little bit of admin first. I think for the first sprint, because I still have a few things on my list. But definitely after that, I want to write. And also, technically, so I'm trying to do morning pages every day of March, and I haven't done. And it's not morning anymore, but I want to do them at some point still. Beck says going to be doing last minute homework. Oh boy, the stress, the stress. I wish you good luck with that. definitely. Um, Good that you're here. Vega also says, I've been held up all day by first horse responsibilities and I'm going to work. Yeah, I, yeah, having to juggle all of that is a lot for sure. Yeah, I can barely manage as it is. Um, yeah, okay. So the timer's ticking down. Um, Miley, I'm supposing that you're going to write probably since the baby is sleeping. Um, Also, yeah, I know I'm feeling awkward, but I'm going to try and do a little bit, like a few more live streams this month, probably. So that's why I'm doing one on Tuesday. Um, yeah, I did hear about you being yelled at work. And I very much agree with what Cynthia said about people not, how people shouldn't take their work so seriously, like as if it's like the world is burning. If I don't know, something doesn't go exactly according to plan. So yeah, sorry that you had to do that. You had to go through that. Totally not on you, for sure. Okay, just really quick. I know the timer already ended. Miley says I'm either going to read or write a poem. Awesome. Oh no. Miley also says I've been low-key crying all day and need an outlet. I feel you. I I've been struggling, like not with the same things, I don't think, as you are. But I actually wrote a little bit of a poem because I needed an outlet for my emotions. So I support that for sure. Um, okay. Just going to move us on over. Um, Excited, but yeah, it was a slow day at work, so I managed to read about 70 pages per centimeter. No, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Um, yeah, Miley, I really hope that the reading and or the writing a poem helps with the emotions. So we are all struggling with emotions. Yes, very much so. Like I'm feeling a little bit better because I managed to do this really, really big thing that I had been struggling with for days, but I still feel a little bit like shit. So, um, if you do that, hug that baby a lot. Oh man, I hate this. Uh, oh, I feel that too, Vic. Yeah, when you like your homework is so mired with everything that is happening. Yeah, I would avoid that so hard. I'm sending you strength that I don't really have, but maybe it still like transmits through the screen or something. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm sending us off into a sprint on such a low point. But hopefully, whatever we're going to work on, we're going to manage and it's going to be okay. And maybe it's even going to help. Um, and I still need to configure one moment the time. Yes. Oh, why is it 50? Okay, just 1 second. Um, I don't know what it said that. That's weird. I'm going to put in our usual 30 minutes. Okay, just one moment. Here we go. Almost have it. Okay, yes. A shower seems like a good call. Yes. Linked arms. Walking together. Hi Rhea. Hi. We're already going off into our first sprint. Let us know in the chat what you're going to work on. But I'm going to start the timer now, and maybe in this time I can figure out why I can't pull up the chat. So, but yeah, hi Rhea, so happy to have you. And here we go. Hello, welcome back. Okay, I just now realized that I forgot about prompts. If anyone was like missing it, I will remember hopefully for the next sprint because I am going to write next, I think. Yeah, how was it going? Also, Alex had stopped by for a moment. But couldn't stay for now. Sorry. Um, yeah, I was trying to do a specific admin thing. Wasn't successful though, unfortunately. Um, Not yet. But yeah, I think I am still going to do the writing next. And then do some more admin a little bit later. I feel like 5 minutes is not very generous as a break. Maybe I'll rather do like 10 minutes. That is, yeah, just like too lazy to change out the script up here. It shouldn't be too hard, actually. Oh, and I solved the chat thing, so ta-da! Um, Vic says I sat down on the bed to get dressed to my pajama and the timer rang. Well, also, it sounds like you're going to bed early, and I love that. Love that. Nina says, unloaded the dishwasher and fed the bunnies. Cat will be fed later, right before I go to bed, so she doesn't scream at me when I try to sleep. Very good. You're being a good pet mom. Sorry, Vic. That was by accident. Maria says I just work, but I will stay. I cracked open the edits, which are after 5 earlier this morning. Yay. Oh, okay, but I will say, sorry, Maria said, but I will say I cracked open the edits for draft 5 earlier this morning. How was it? How did you feel? Is it feeling doable? Also, Nick is probably running to feed some animals just now. Okay, that is very fair. Because not going to bed early. I should. I have been going to bed way too late, and I keep feeling not great because of it. But that is a me problem. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not like very upbeat today, but yeah, okay. Should I? Okay, one second. I will draw the prompts soon. Um, Ray says it's a lot, but it shouldn't be crazy difficult, just time consuming, which can be difficult in its own way. Like if you feel like it's hard. Um, but I'm glad that you managed to like look at them and approach them a little bit. Nina says I've decided to maybe try and do a 5K workday tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know if I will manage that, but it's worth a try. That sounds amazing. I love that. And I see we're following, logging in on the writing, putting aside the studying for now. And I like them. I am in support very much. Makes us thinking about skipping this homework because the words liberal, pluralistic, security, community scare me, and I do not want to do that. I mean, if you can, if it doesn't like jeopardize your grade or something, I would understand. Oh, um, thank you, Nina. It actually, I don't think it really does. It's like the um the webcam and the lighting and everything, like kind of, what do you say? Um, like the way that it displays colors is not purely natural. Like this is more of a pure red. This is more of an orangey red. But yeah, I in this image I do like how it matches. Thank you. Nina says we're definitely trying to lock in, but no promises. I will still play all the videos. Yes, very good. Um, Miley says, "Oop, I missed the end. I just watched a YouTube video. No problem at all." Was that also like, did that help the nerves and the emotions and the outlet and everything? Um, I hope it does. Um, Rick says, for this class, we only have to submit 7 of 10 homeworks with 4 points, so we can skip 3. Oh, that's good. That is very good. And I'm assuming like you still have at least one open that you can skip. That's awesome. That actually reminds me of a thing that I like, homework that I have to. It's like 90% done, but I have to finish them and send them off so that I can like get credits for like, and it doesn't matter. Yes, yes, I do. It is this specific, it is particular playlist that Mighty made for the project www. It's like the instrumental one. Um, Even though like one song has vocal animal calls, which is funny, but yeah, it has this very mellowing energy, and there have been times when I was feeling out of sorts, let's say, and it helped calm me down. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you're not crying anymore. Yeah. Okay. I think since the timer is like running low, I think I'm going to pick a prompt for anyone who wants some. I don't know how many of us are writing. Like I know you all told me that I can't hold facts in my brain, I guess. And you can weigh in what kinds of prompts I should draw. So like we still have a whole bunch of dialogue ones. I haven't drawn these in ages. Yes. I was doing all of the prompts with like February, doing the daily prompts in the travel challenge. So I haven't touched these in a long time. There are these again. These are details of a whole bunch of them. And then I have like a few left over of like, I don't know, setting sound objects. If you have any sort of opinion on any kinds of prompts I should draw. Yay! Glad you're excited. And do you have any preference? Also, like, that is one of the things that I'm going to reward myself, I guess, to allow myself to do is like fill up a list of prompts and like make more because I do love making the prompts. And I've learned through the Java challenge that I like also prompts that include some sort of action. Okay, Melly is down for anything. Okay, let's see. Okay, you guys are very helpful. um, okay, I guess because I think we have three or something left of these. Gonna do, I think these are objects. Remember correctly? Yes. Me too. I like my new obsession. Okay. As ever, you can't really read it because it's the wrong side. It's a blanket. It's okay. I think I'm going to do a deeper. It's like pretty round and oh my gosh, hi. Let's see, hi. How are you? Hello, hello. Yes, thank you, thank you. Oh, ooh, interesting. Kind of goes with it. It says peach fuzz. So yes, they are cute, my too. We're um pushing through, some of us. Um, okay, so we have blanket and we have peach fuzz. Um, yeah, I'm going to have to write a chapter where I'm like unsure what I'm going to do. But I think I'm also going to use like one of the prompts from the Java challenge where we like voted, but not all of them are going to be used. So yeah, okay. The timer is already running. Yay! Fuck yes, yes, yes. Let's do a freaking poem. I love that. Yes. Okay, I'm going to turn back the timer to 30 and are we ready? Let's go. 30 minutes. Wait, sorry, I was confused. That is not the correct timer. Here we are. This one. Okay. Mm, okay. Yes. Okay. Good luck. You got this. Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to write down the last sentences. Um, by Miley. So the baby woke up, but a poem has been written or has been started. Fantastic. So glad. Um, okay. Yeah, how did it go for everyone? So I'm a little bit struggling with this scene and I can see myself scrapping it completely once I find a better way to transition us into what's going to happen next. But I guess I managed to write myself up to where I needed it to be. Like the main character, the female main character is currently in one city and I need her to go back home because she's feeling unsure about where she is at the moment. So, and I managed that. And I used the blanket, I used the peach fuzz, and I even used two other prompts that I had snatched from the travel club, which was for sale and in used cars. So on that front, pretty good. Oh, let's see. Like this bigger. Oh, big is being brave. Awesome. Decided to do the homework anyway. I hope it doesn't like bring it down. Let me. Yeah, definitely. I think 10 minutes is a good. Like it's a little bit generous, but also not too long. I think that's what I should put up there as my default chat time, I think. Um, oh no. Nina says the knee pain was knee paining, so I couldn't quite concentrate and ended up just watching a video. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. That is the worst. Like I hope it was just the kind of pain that like brings itself to the forefront of your mind, but not so much because it's like horrible to endure. I don't know, but that's what I'm hoping for you. Um, hope the video was interesting. Was it other tube at all? Like something completely different? Um, yeah, I'm really glad that I finished the scene pretty much. Um, and having this like 30-minute timer really like made me end the scene really as early as I could instead of like dragging it out, showing her like taking the train, doing all this whole transition. I just have her like at the end, she makes this decision basically, I'm going home. And then next we can see her home, and then the actually important thing can happen. And yeah, as I said, it's very possible that I'm going to scrap most of this. But at least I made myself right this far. So I'm glad about that. Um, also, to be fair, this is like my first foray into proper whip writing again. After all the prompts, like yesterday I was writing, but I was like in a creatively inspired slash procrastinating haze where I like wrote a poem and a song, but I didn't write whip words per se, and that's like kind of a different beast. Um, and I was intimidated by the scene because I was like unsure about how to navigate it. But yeah, I made it. I made it through, and yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how to transition into the next one. But then, really, that is like I know what's going to happen then, and it's interesting and love that. So, um, Nina says I watched Marlin. I think that's how you say that. Or something like it anyway. Um, I watched Marlin tries his recent vision vlog, which I somehow never finished watching, but it is finished now. Very good. Oh my god. Yeah, I have the videos for sure that I've like started at some point and kind of lost my way. Totally normal, I think. Um, and I'm glad that sometimes when I have it still in my to watch later list, to remind me that I still have some stuff to watch there. Um, um, yeah, we still have 5 minutes. If you have anything else. Ah, by the way, I think I'm going to do a third sprint, which I usually don't, but I think I am going to do that. And wondering if I should write the next scene. Probably should. Probably should. By the way, I decided to participate in Madeline Jenkins. Like it's very low key, as I understand it. 2 week challenge, but I saw that she had we like made different trackers for different ways to track your progress, and she had one that is like a tree. Like this is not hers. I just like kind of drew my own because I don't have a printer, and I thought this is easier. So I'm going to like for every time that I sit down to work, I draw like a leaf, which I think is such a cute way um to be like, yay, this is how much I did. I also have to add it to tracker because I'm trying to remember again to use that. So yeah, I got to draw a leaf as well. Nina says, I'm so behind on so many videos, but I'm slowly catching on with girl. All of us all the time. Clever in all ways. That's just the way of things, unfortunately. Um, oh my god, I have people like that as well. Nina says the only person I am for some reason always caught up with is Lindsay Puckett. I mean, I love her, and I can totally see that. The person that right now I'm not caught up, but generally I'm caught up on Alyssa's books, Alyssa's videos. Generally, just because it's like I don't know, I like the vibes and the humor and stuff. But Lindsay is up there as well. Like I love I love her bubbly energy. Um, I'm not entirely caught up, but I did watch one of hers recently. What was that? About the 4 hours, 4 days thing. Um, I love her. And Nina says, I also decided to join. Oh, yay. I've yet to decide how exactly I want to track my 2 week challenge, but I will probably also do sit down to write tracking. Yay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I was just like drawn to the trees. Um, because I just think it's such a beautiful image. Like I imagine how by the end I'm going to have a tree that's just like full of leaves, just that's so cute. Um, I don't know, like a lot of tracking systems don't really work for me. They don't. like they're not super motivating to me, I guess. But I think this really does help. It says I have so many Alyssa videos on my watch list. I was caught up for so long and now I'm so behind. I mean, to be fair, she had a bunch of like really long videos lately, although I think she hasn't been like super hyperactive with her videos. So that's something because sometimes she publishes so many. Um, okay, we have under 2 minutes left. So I'm going to draw another couple of prompts. Do you have any preferences? Say it now, or I will just choose whatever. Oh yeah, totally, me too. You know, it says I also go through phases. Like sometimes I don't watch someone's videos for a while for no particular reason, and then I binge them all. 100%. That is me as well. Absolutely. Um, yes. Because I keep switching between who I watch the most at any given time. Yeah. Yeah. Totally fair. We have moods. Hi. Cynthia. Can't stay today, but I wanted to pop in and say hello. Happy sprinting. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Um. Okay. I do not know this person. I'm going to check it out. Okay, I'm going to draw. Something out dialogue on this one. It says, "Can you do that?" Question mark. Oh yeah, let's do another one. Because it says I'm just compare the different dialogue lines with each other. Does it say? I need more. Ooh. Okay, also let me put that in the chat. But yeah, time for another sprint. We'll see if this is going to be the last one. If maybe I'm going to do a fourth. We'll see. But let me jump on over to this interface and put it back to 30 minutes. Okay. I have the prompts. I'm going to put them in the chat and good luck. Hi. Um, sorry, I just needed to get something down on paper before I forget. Um, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is really working for me right now. I'm really glad that I'm finding my way back to writing in this project. Um, like just regular writing, and I had to rush to get this scene. I think I like skipped a little bit, which I can fill in later, but I kind of had to rush to get to the point where I could incorporate the prompts. Um, but yeah, I'm really happy, and this did really help me again with the not like dragging things out endlessly. Because if I try to like get to one point in one scene within 30 minutes, I can't be, you know, writing about endlessly. Um, right, let me adjust the timer to 10 minutes. Um, yeah, Julia, share if you're still here. Don't mind the what it says up here, 5 minutes. I have to change that. But yeah, I think I'm going to do after the chat. I think I'm going to do maybe one sprint more and fill out my prompt list or something like that. I guess maybe send an email, something like that. Yeah. Um, ooh, okay, let's see. Alex says, got some good words in its print. Awesome. Going on a short story side quest after working on the same thing all February. Wow, we're opposites. I've been doing short things, literally a different thing each day during February, thanks to the travel challenge with Dana, and like getting back to my web. But yeah, oh my god, like a side quest, short story side quest is so much fun. Do you want to say anything about like the concept of it or anything? Um, is it horror? Because like your name says you love horror, but I think I read in your introduction that you also have like some other genres that you like. Oh, ooh, don't mind me. It is a little bit late, but I feel like it's okay because we're again like trying to be more productive. Also, I usually, to be fair, I'm questioning my decisions because usually when I do or when I did the like very productive live streams with only little chats in between the sprints, I would like have at the end a longer chat. So I'm not sure if I can do that if we do another sprint. I don't know. I should think about that. I guess it depends on how chatty you guys are and I am. Um, and how much need you have another sprint, I guess. I mean, I have need for sure. Um, oh no. Why is there so much hose water? Like had to go do dishes. Wow, that was fast. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay. Previous homework is done, notes included. Started on the second. Oh my god, why is there so much? Notes done. But battling with which news to pick for this. Oh my god. You have to do news for all of the homeworks all of the time. I mean, the subject that you're studying is a hard one in these times, I guess. I never thought about that, but it makes a lot of sense now that you mentioned it. Alex says I wanted to do that and felt bad I never submitted a journal, but I was so engulfed in my work for the writer games. No, that's perfect. That's amazing. And I don't know if you know that, but the travel challenge is going to come back at some point. Then it hasn't decided yet when, but it's like going to be a reoccurring thing throughout the year. And also like in between, we're going to do weekly/monthly prompts for like longer things, for like maybe like 500,000 words, something like that. So it's like you can join the Discord if you want, if you want to do another Discord. But to be fair, like right now, as the February challenge has ended, it is quiet in there, so it's like not overwhelming. But all of that to say that you can still join the challenge if you want to. Rick says I'm tempted to combine 3 news into one, and that just feels dangerous. I mean, yes, for sure. Alex says the short story is horror. All right, awesome. More or less a will reading, but with a twist. I can't say much about without giving away, but I really want the last paragraph to Oh my god, I love that. Yes, to recontextualize the whole story. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like says I have to do homeworks. Do 2 homeworks. Sorry, that's my laptop asking for charging. Nick says I have to do 2 homeworks per week, so not that much. You, on the other hand, seem to be studying 24/7. To be fair, I had my last exam last Thursday. I've been struggling with admin, which is a different thing, different beast, in the days in between, and now I have to do 2 papers, which I think is doable and shouldn't hopefully mean that I'm like working on that 24/7. It's just that I'm bad with like project management, or at least historically I've been bad about that with writing papers and stuff like that. But yeah, the studying per se I am done with for now. So um Alex says yes, I will totally be trying to participate in future challenges. Oh yay. Oh, okay, sorry. Yes, you are already in the Discord. Sorry about that. I think we had Q ideas needs news. I hope that happens. Yes. Oh, me too. I love that idea. Like something itty bitty. Yes. Sorry, Alex. I just lost track of in which Discords I saw which names. Yeah. I almost forgot about the haiku, but I'm really excited about that one. Um. Okay. So how are we feeling? Should we end on a longer chat or should we do another sprint? I think I could do either. Do you think that like I have one more or less urgent admin thing to do? And other than that, it would be good if I like didn't stay up too late, but I don't know. Um okay. I'm glad. Are there a lot of bugs? I'm not You might be right. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. Um, It says, because I see you submitting like 7 words to Sprinto, so I thought you are studying. Yeah, no, that's like my, how do you say, my default way of submitting words in the Sprint channel for anything that isn't like writing. It's just my scale of like 1 to 10, or I guess 0 to 10. Huh, yes. Basically, it's like I guess I could also do like a 0 to 100. That's basically equivalent. Like 10 for me is I did everything that I set out to do, or maybe I finished a big thing. That for me is like 10 words or 10 points, I guess. 0 is I totally went off and did something else. And then like anything in between. It's very loosey goosey and like kind of a meter of how well I feel like I did in that sprint. That's kind of what that is. Ah, okay, awesome. Okay, so we are done for another sprint. Perfect. Ooh. Okay, perfect. Let me just take another. Do we have any preferences for the prompts? I think I'm gonna do detail for sure. Maybe we can hear it with the dialogue. So I did use the prompts, all of them so far, which I think is really good. Floppy ears. Oh, that's cute. And actually fits perfectly. Okay, yes, I'm going to do it. Because we're now in the fairy words. So I can like show like the creatures and the way that the fairies look and stuff. Um yeah. Yeah, basically like my effort, my being on trackness, I guess. I don't know. What do you do when you're not writing? Um, and this is the dialogue prompt. It says, if you say so. Okay, let me put that down in the chat real quick before we start the clock on the sprint again. I always have to jump over to actually YouTube so I can write in the chat. And sometimes it like takes a moment to load. Okay. Right. Um, people. Yes. It's like when you see a 0, you know, Tanya's being all over the place or whatever, or like distracted or whatever. When you see a 10, you can like be like, yay, she's being so good. um, okay. Turning the clock back to 30 minutes. Okay, this is the last one for today. So let's make it count. I heard, Vic, that you're going to write. So that's awesome. Good luck, everyone. Starting, let's go. Well done. Guys, we have, if I'm not counting wrong, we've done 2 hours of work. Awesome. Um, Vic was writing a very cute, adorable scene with a magical spider and a monster you're caged in with. I mean, honestly, I can see how like the interaction between the characters could be cute under like stressful circumstances, I guess. Alex says spiders are highly regarded in my home and the jumping. Spiders are legitimately adorable in my opinion. So I think I could. But I love that. That's so cute, Alex. I don't feel quite so warmly towards the spiders, but like I I can like at least like in theory, I think they can be like interesting looking. Also, I think look up jumping. So just said right, jumping spider. This one, yeah. Okay, they're kind of cute, I guess. Yeah, they're really small, right? um, um, okay, but this is a magical spider with thorns, and it bites as well. Is it like a normal sized spider, or is it like a giant one? Or like something in between, I guess. Bedfellow. Who said anything about bedfellows? You're not letting the spiders into your bed, are you, Alex? I mean, like having them in your home is one thing, but like in your bed, I don't know. I don't know about that. Anyway, how did it go otherwise besides the magical spiders? Ooh, we have a snippet. I'll try to read it out. Um, Cass laughed. I do remember it bit you, and your nose was the size of Sirius's horns for a week. Carrick glared. I would have rather forgotten that part. Why? It was hilarious. For you, he growled. That is fun. Ceres is the horse, right? Because they have these horns, is what I would think now. Um, oh my god, that must have hurt. So, to have like such a swollen nose from a magical thorn spider. Oh, did she? Oh my god, okay, I totally missed that. Totally missed that part. Yeah, okay, fair. Okay, we can agree on something. I'm glad. Okay. Um, yeah, okay, so I ended up for like 20 more minutes or something. I kept writing a little bit. Um, and at some point when I was like done, I checked the word count of what I had written today, and it was 1,989. It was like, okay, let me write 2 more sentences and make it around 2K and something. Um, but yeah, I think it's a good part where I can pick back up, and like it's kind of fun because I get to like play with the fairies and what they look like and how they act and um all of these things. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, so Ceres or series or I think it's like Ceres maybe. As a person with horns and bat wings. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Carix is the captain of the guard, and Ceres is his second in command. What? Okay, that is messed up. Cass planted the spider in her bed as a revenge after an argument, and Carix, as the guard, was the one who had to deal with it. Yes, diabolical behavior. Especially since it's not like just to spook her with a spider, because it's a spider that bites, you know? So, not cool. Yeah, Alex, how did it go? Were you still writing the short story, Vic? I'm assuming the writing went well. Oh, there's the answer already. Um, Vic wrote almost 700 words. Why the air quotes? Or the quotes? Hmm. Is it because, wait, is it because it's, okay, okay, okay. That makes sense. In air quotes, because a lot of the scene is good in draft one, so I could directly copy over to draft two. Yeah, that, yeah, that makes sense. Like, you take away a little bit here and you add a little bit there. Like, you can't even just take the, how do you say, the difference in word count from before and after, because, yeah, I can see that. Um, okay, Alex got 100 words, but only got 100 words, but that is totes normal for me. I'm a pretty slow writer. That's fair. Are you like someone who like makes the words just so, or like I don't know, like do you think a lot about what's going to happen, how to put something, or how someone is going to react? Um, do you get distracted? Makes sense. Yeah, this is the missing part I rewrote in summer during the 24-hour challenge. So yeah, the writing is rushed, but on par. That's awesome, actually. Sorry, I am getting tired. But to be fair, it is 11 p.m. And for the sake of my roommates, like one of my roommates' mom, I think is in the room next door. So for their sake, I shouldn't stay up too long and like be chit chatting. Um, but yeah, Alex, what time is it for you? You said afternoon. Like, how much of the day do you still have left? Um, like says, hence why I am mostly just filling it in with some new stuff to fluff it up. But that sounds so much fun. Just like adding little interesting details and a little bit of like fun, more dialogue or whatever. Alex says, yes, I am constantly reading my sentences back to myself and hearing them aloud in my head. In my head dictates a lot of word choice for like rhythm and being sonorous. Um, Interesting. That almost seems like writing poetry or something. That's interesting. And it just turned 5, so almost time for supper. Okay, okay. 5, that is 6 hours behind. Yeah, that tracks. Um, I love that. Vic says they had a race and Carix has to bake a cake. Ooh, we got more. More snippets. Then let's make one. First person to reach that bridge will get an extra portion of cake. Carrick's frowned. Was there a limit on the amount of cakes? I never noticed. Love that. All right, then make something better, Aurora challenged. Carrick's grinned. The last person there will have to bake that cake. Cass paled. You devious creature. Deal. Cass laughed. I suppose it's like after the race. Well, now you owe us a cake. What did I get myself into? Carrick's groaned. Too late to change it, my dear. You made the challenge, you have to accept it. Aurora laughed too. Oh, that is cute. That is cute. Oh my god. Really? Alex says I come from a poetry and songwriting background, so that is definitely why it happens. My answers. So cool. That's so cool. I literally yesterday, for the first time ever, wrote like the lyrics of a song, which was, it was like down to a prompt in a different thing. Like it was like with the people who um did the one thing challenge with me in January, and we still have like weekly prompts. Anyway, so that was really interesting to do as well. So I love that. It's really cool. Yes, very cute. I love the banter between them. Oh my god. And Peter fell into the river because his horse braked too hard. Oh my god. I love that. That is like such a breath air. Yeah. Such a breath. How do you say? Breath of fresh air. Is that how you say that? It's almost like a rom-com or a cozy fantasy, but like amidst a very dramatic, epic fantasy. That's really cool. And now it's about to go wrong. Of course it is. Of course. That is like one thing that I find so mean sometimes about stories. Like as you read a story and you know you're like still in the middle of the story and things are going well for the character, they're like happy, it's all fun and fluffy and flirty, and you as a reader know that that is basically just like foreboding. Like it's fun, you can enjoy it in the moment, but also, just around the corner, you know, something bad is going to happen. Oh my god. Okay, now I kind of want to talk about your process and how you write lyrics and what kind of music and everything. Um, but we shall do that either in the Discord or on a different stream if I remember. But yeah. Oh, that's so interesting to me. Okay, good, 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 good. Um, wow, okay, that is like a splash of cold water right there. The drama is about to come back because Peter landed next to a corpse in the river. Fun. Very fun. Very cute. Um, oh my god, that is villainous behavior. Oh my god. Do they do that often? Like, okay. I mean, it makes sense to me that they don't just uh, like call in 5 a.m. in the morning just to wake the people up, and then after that, they never open their beaks ever again. But 11 p.m. does seem weird. Um, okay, awesome. Um, yeah, thank you so much for joining. Also, Vic, both of you, thank you so much for joining, for chatting with me, for staying until the end. It was a lot of fun. 3 a.m. That's horrible. Gross. So they only sleep like 3 hours, 4 hours. I don't like that for you. Um, I guess you gotta be like a very, what do you say, heavy sleeper to deal with that. Um, okay, but yes, thank you so much again. I'm going to end the stream now, and if everything goes right, I'm going to do my regular stream on Thursday as well, same time as we started today. And that's it. Bye bye.